What's up, weirdos? Good morning. Another green day. 2 in a row so far, but will it be sustained? We've got some pressures from the Fed. Is Powell going to be gone this week? We're going to talk about it, guys. We got some interesting things to cover. Pressure from the Fed on the altcoins as well. We're going to get into all of it, my friends, and we're going to see what is Bitcoin doing right now, and are we going to see a sharp decline later today? Let's talk about it. All right, Jasmy up 4.5% on the day, down 8 on the week, up 28.8 on the month, but down 34.5 on the year. We're even in rank at 98, $751 million market cap, and 26 million in volume. Swift coin up 2% on the day, down 8 on the week, up 6.7 on the month, and up 233 on the year. We're up one spot in rank to 336, $110 million market cap, just a hair below a million in volume, 947,000, just a hair below. So we need to get the volume back up there on a Monday. XCN up 2.3 on the day, down 9.5 on the week, up 6.5 on the month, and up 1,105% on the year. We are even in rank at 123, $506 million market cap, 15 million in volume. And ZBEC up 4.8 on the day, 20 on the week, 89 on the month, and 459 on the year. We're down one spot in rank to 136, $447 million market cap, 33 million in volume. Across the altcoin market, things look pretty good right now, but what's bubbling beneath the surface? We're going to have a look at it, guys, but first we got to go look at the Bitcoin chart. What is transpiring over here? All right, so it looks pretty good so far, right? Looks pretty good so far. Sitting at $115,296. I think we could come all the way up here and touch the 30-day SMA, which is sitting at about $116,348. But I don't think we're breaking above it today. I think we're going to have a little bit of selling pressure later today. I could be off, but it's not going to be anything dramatic. I don't think we go any lower than 113.5, maybe around there, right? Worst case, in my opinion. Let me put in a little bit of a line there just to give you an idea. I don't think it's major, but at the same time, it kind of prevents us from really having any kind of a big breakout to start the day. So that blue line, I don't really see us going below that blue line, to be honest with you, but we'll see what happens, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we pump all the way up. I think we come up, we'll reject off the 30-day SMA and come back down. Probably when we start the next daily candle later this evening, because this daily candle will close in about 7, 8, 9, in about 9 hours and 45 minutes. Once this one closes, I think we'll probably reject off here, probably come back down, maybe retest 114K. Something like that to start Monday. I'll take that over a deep red correction, right, guys? So let's build some momentum to the upside here, baby. All right, so that's kind of what I see happening with Bitcoin. Nothing too terrible. Like I said, the inverse head and shoulders in the big picture, guys, is still valid. The only way to invalidate it would be for Bitcoin to drop down below $96,000, and we're not even close to that happening. So all signs point to liftoff. Let's go have a look over at the M2 as well, because I want to see what it is doing so far this morning. Okay. M2 is making another leg up. Very nice. You love to see it. You love to see the M2 going up. You see Bitcoin coming back up now from this correction. This next leg up is going to be big, guys. Going to be big. Remember, I told you guys on like July 30th or July 29th or something, I told you guys that I was expecting a bit of a deeper correction, a shakeout, if you will, to start the month of August, followed by, a moonshot for the rest of the month. About halfway through the month. The moonshot part might start sooner, but about halfway through August, 13th to the 15th, kind of a range I'm expecting Bitcoin to really make this move with the M2. Look at all this that we have in such a short amount of time to go, guys. This is going to be monster. And the funny thing is, so many people are displaced right now from reality because of the dump that we've had, the shakeout. And that's what the market does. That's the point, right? You get these big shakeouts, and people, they're like, oh, it's another shakeout, and it gets redundant, and people get they get complacent, right? And then this is what's about to happen, and I'm going to be getting all these questions in the comment section, in the chat on my live streams. Everyone's going to be asking, what happened? Like, why is this happening all of a sudden? And I've been sitting here telling you, look, this is what's coming, guys. This is what's coming really, really, really soon, right? I've been saying it, and a lot of people will be caught off guard, right? Especially the people who were not buying the dip and stuff like that. Those people are really going to miss out, right? Because they get emotional, they get frustrated, they get angry, and then they miss opportunities because they're blinded by their emotions. So you never want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy. You got to be able to see the opportunity in the space. Quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Guys, this deal ends tomorrow, okay? Do not miss out. You can get a free ZBIC airdrop. You don't want to miss it. Again, this deal ends tomorrow. Use the coupon code FUTURE20OFF down in the description. Follow the links, and you, my friend, will receive your $20 off your Decent Wallet plus your free ZBIC airdrop. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. You can swap on there, take profits on there. You can even stake right on your Decent Wallet, gaining APY all the live long day. So check it out for yourselves today, my friends. Again, the sale ends tomorrow night, so do not miss it. A couple things from the White House today. Just in, President Trump to announce new Fed governor in the coming days. What? So what's going on with Powell? How are they announcing a new Fed chair? New Fed governor. Sorry, not Powell. New Fed governor, because I believe one stepped down, if I'm not mistaken. So is it going to be one in favor of voting for rate cuts? Very interesting. This is going to make people believe, or lead people, this is going to sway the market percentage towards a rate cut in September. I think it's like 89% chance right now of a rate cut in September. I think this will increase those odds very, very bigly. Very, very bigly. And we got something else coming out of the White House as well. White House official says Bitcoin and crypto is going to $20 trillion after passing the market structure bill. It's happening. Guys, $20 trillion asset class. Are you kidding me right now? What are we, just over 3 trillion, little over 3 trillion, something like that, to a $20 trillion market cap? Do you know what would happen to your altcoins? Forget about it, man. Forget about it. Holy smokes. Wouldn't that be something? All right, speaking of altcoins, altcoins face Fed quantitative tightening pressure as index stalls at 41 against Bitcoin. Will altcoins reclaim market share in September? Altcoins remain under pressure as Bitcoin's dominance holds at 61.17, supported by ongoing institutional accumulation. Despite minor rebounds and RSI divergence on the others BTC chart, the broader altcoin market lacks momentum, with the CoinMarketCap altcoin season index at 41. After market performance against Bitcoin continues showing structural weakness as the others BTC chart trends downward into August, weekly data shows repeated declines after each local top, marked by red zones on the chart. These price peaks were followed by consistent pullbacks, pushing the altcoin to Bitcoin ratio lower across months. However, indicators now point to a divergence between price and momentum. As you can see, this is what they're talking about. Your red boxes, you hit there, you decline. You hit your green box, your bottom, boom, you climb up, you hit your red box and decline, right? So what are we doing here? According to an observation by Ted Pillows, the two prior reversal zones labeled saw rebound after saw rebounds after the RSI touched oversold levels around 30. The latest price low reached 0.11 before a minor recovery at 0.12. At the same time, the RSI printed a higher low at 43.28, forming a divergence. So as you can see, a divergence. You got the price going in the downward direction. You've got the RSI going in an upward direction, right? A yellow arrow on the price chart marks decline levels, while the RSI arrow moves upward, confirming opposing trends. Altcoin weakness aligned with the U.S. Federal Reserve continued quantitative tightening policy earlier this year. This macro pressure drove risk assets lower, including altcoins, despite this expectations now shift towards a potential September rate cut. Analysts also point to a possible end of QT measures following the cut. In prior cycles, altcoins rebounded when RSI diverged and monetary policy softened. Current conditions closely resemble those setups. So this has happened before, guys. Bitcoin continues to dominate the cryptocurrency market, with the coin market cap altcoin season index reading 41 out of 100. This level places the market in Bitcoin season, with altcoins still lagging in relative performance over the last 90 days. Bitcoin dominance stands at 61.17, down 0.6 points in 24 hours, but still near its 30-day high of 64.66. Large entities remain active in Bitcoin accumulation. Additionally, Metaplanet has acquired 463 more Bitcoin, valued at $53 million, following recent reserves activity from Trump's media totaling $2 billion in Bitcoin holdings, while individual altcoins such as MYX and SPK posted gains of 101 and 31.7% respectively. Broader sector momentum remains low. These rallies stemmed from exchange listings and protocol-specific upgrades rather than macro demand across the altcoin market. However, the perpetuals futures opens interest declined 17.5 over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin liquidations totaled 32 million, mostly short positions. Altcoins funding rates turned negative at 0.0024%, reflecting cautious sentiment across leveraged traders. The altcoin season index must rise above 50 for broader rotation confirmation. Until then, Bitcoin remains market dominant. Let's go have a look over at Bitcoin dominance, shall we? See what's going on over there. Yeah, see, it broke out of this bull bear pennant that we have shaped here. We broke out when we had that dump, but now Bitcoin dominance is dropping right back down again. Right now, it is below that old support, old resistance level again. So I think we're going to come back down inside this bull pennant here, guys, and I think we're coming to the downside here on the Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, that's how I see it playing out. But as always, guys, I want to know what you guys think. Now listen, if you're new to crypto, guys, if you've never been through an altcoin season before, if you don't know your ass from your elbows right now, you don't know up from down, left from right, because you've never done this before, you don't have experience, there is no shame in having your hand held by a community of people who've been through multiple bull runs, guys. Okay, we have thousands of members over in the Patreon that can help. We have 8 different chat rooms buzzing 24/7. Guys, for less than a price of a cup of coffee a day, you can become a member of the 10% Club, where we help you with your exit strategies. We help make sure you're leaving this market with your profits intact before everybody else does, right? You know, musical chairs, well, you don't want to be stuck standing there when the music stops. We make sure that you're not. We help you exit this market with your profits before everybody else. My friends, pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. And when everything's going euphoric and you're going to have all kinds of YouTubers and people on X and everything telling you prices are going to obscene levels, they're going to crazy prices, don't sell, don't take profits, And I know that you may feel right now like you will take profits, you know what you're doing, but I promise you, my friend, you probably will not, right? When your portfolio, let's say it hits 7 digits and someone tells you it's going to double or triple, greed takes over and says, well, if I hold longer, and that's where you get wrecked right there. You've already been wrecked the second that happens. Do not get stuck, guys. That's what happens to 90% of people in crypto. Join the 10% club today. The link is down in the description. Like I said, it is less than the price of a cup of coffee a day, my friends. Why would you risk being exit liquidity and holding your crypto for 4 more years just to save yourself the price of a cup of coffee every day, right? So check it out today, guys. All I want from you, I'm here to give you the tools to succeed in this space. Join thousands of other members. We've already helped 43 different people hit 7-figure portfolios over on the Patreon, and many, many more have hit high 6 figures. You could be next for the price of a cup of coffee. Check it out today, my friends. The link is down in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.